That's the one. Hi, welcome back. I think it's obvious based off of what I am wearing that I am not a therapist. So because that's a fact, I want you to be aware that in this video, the things that I talk about are not things that are backed by somebody who is very knowledgeable in the human mind or has studied a lot about emotional intelligence, because I have not at all. But I am familiar with this topic because I myself have this issue, and I figured that I could offer perspective to others that may suffer from this issue. I was also planning on going with a statistical chart that would help me kind of establish a point, but I could not find one on Google, so that fucking sucks. Anyway, I wanted to talk about anger issues, but also I wanted to make you aware that this video is not made to justify people with anger issues, nor does it offer a definite solution to people with anger issues, because I will address later in the video that every person is different and not every piece of advice is going to help solve their anger problems. But what I am very, very sure about, and what I am very confident in saying, is that anger issues can be controlled. And anybody who says that you can't control your anger issues is wrong. And they know they're wrong, especially if they themselves have anger issues. Because I'm pretty sure anybody who's not trying to be a dick wouldn't want to hurt somebody that's close to them. And the thing is, there are ways for anger to be constructive versus deconstructive. At least I believe it can be constructive. And a good example would be athletes in a sport, for example. They have a lot of pride, and obviously, if their pride or ego is hurt in any way when they are performing, it can definitely lead them to feel angry. Now, I think they are aware, and I'm pretty sure they know that they can't let emotions get the better of them because it could affect how they play in their sport, which is why it's important for them to control their anger and then utilize it as a tool to then motivate them to be better on the field or in any athletic field that they are trying to improve on. Another way that anger can be useful is by understanding people's feelings. And what I mean by that is whenever somebody does a hurtful thing to you and you feel angry, but you know that this is not something serious. This is not something that is going to end your world and ruin your life for the future. Let's say that somebody said something hurtful to you. It could have been insulting, or it could have just been them saying ridiculous things that don't make any sense, but they hurt you. I think people can take those situations so that they understand what not to do to others. Nobody enjoys being a dick or an asshole to the people they care about. And if you do, then I don't think I want to be around you. When somebody does something bad to you and it hurts you, you could take that and learn, okay, I definitely shouldn't do that to other people because it hurt me. I can only imagine what it would do to others. Now, obviously, these are things that people can do when they are obviously aware and they are focused on improving themselves or focused on emotional intelligence. And basically, it's what you would see with somebody who is trying to be better. Now, obviously, from what I've seen, not everybody is trying to utilize anger in that way. And it's okay because, again, anger is a natural emotion that we all have. And so trying to always focus on making it a tool to help you become better is not easy. And I definitely cannot do that because I myself have anger issues. But at least what people have told me, that in the past, my anger issues were very extreme and very severe. Now they have improved and my anger management has gotten a little bit better. What I notice is that people with anger issues are not aware that they have anger issues. And that definitely is a problem, because when I see somebody doing what I do, it definitely sets the perspective that, wow, I really am being an asshole right now, but I am still doing it. But why? And again, I can't offer an answer. You yourself have to go and seek advice from somebody who's more knowledgeable to help you with that. And a good way for you to know if somebody has anger issues is if you go up to them and they are done spewing their aggression and their horrible words towards somebody who didn't do anything wrong, and you ask them, hey, I think you might have anger issues. And so they respond with, I don't have anger issues. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. Leave me alone. That definitely is a clear sign that that person has anger issues. And it's clear to see whenever somebody is overreacting to something that does not warrant their anger. A good example of that would be if someone with anger issues asked another person to do them a favor and purchase something from a grocery store. Let's say that person does the favor and they purchase it. However, they did not get the specific item that the person with anger issues wanted. They didn't get the right brand, or they didn't get the right little detail that came with it. And so they feel sorry because they didn't realize that that was wrong, and they apologized. But let's say even after they apologize, that person with anger issues still lashes out at them, still treats them like garbage, and now they're making the other person feel like they ruined their whole day. And that definitely is a sign that that person is being rude and being overreactive. And again, it's usually the small things that piss off somebody with anger issues. So another example would be if they were joking with a person with anger issues. They might have said a joke and they didn't think it would be offensive. Instead of the person with anger issues talking to that person, having a conversation with that person, instead they completely lashed out at them and accused them of things that are not true, and then all of a sudden begins to be aggressive. And whether or not their intentions were to be that or not, they didn't bother asking. And that's already a problem. If you're going to assume their intentions right away, clearly you are being angry for no reason. And to me, it's very awkward and it's embarrassing after you are done being angry and being aggressive for no reason, that you realize, I did not have to do that. And I did not have to be that rude. And I did not have to be angry at something that really doesn't affect me. But I was. And I need to do something about that. I need to improve controlling that. Because otherwise, I will hurt more people and I'll ruin future relationships. And as I mentioned earlier, there's not a definite solution for everybody. You know, there are some people that offer solutions like counting to 100 or taking deep breaths. And there was this one weird advice that I heard about having to sing a song in your head when you're angry. To be honest, that to me feels like it would just make me even more pissed off, because I can't imagine singing a very poppy, peppy song to help lower my aggression. And so people definitely need to understand that if your anger issues are leading you to be verbally aggressive or physically aggressive over something that's not important, then obviously you need to learn to control yourself. You need to be aware that this is a problem and you need to control it. And doing that definitely is not easy. I myself am still trying my best not to overreact towards little things. And something, for example, that bothered me in the past was people that had weird laughs, for example. It sounds really dumb, and believe me, it is really, really fucking dumb. But there are times when I'm in a room and I'm not even in the conversation that somebody's having, but they're laughing and they'll just have a very, very weird laugh. And then all of a sudden, I'll look at them with such disgust. And there was even at one point when I went up to them and told them to shut up. And that to me is definitely not okay. You have no right to do that. That is just you being a dick and you overreacting over something that doesn't even matter. So to me, people with anger issues need to be aware that they have it and they need to figure out a way to control it. There are plenty of ways for you to control your anger. You just need to figure out what they are. And whenever you find the one that works for you, that's perfect. You stick with it. You use it whenever you're catching yourself in a situation where you are about to be angry. Because again, it's always the small things that make people with anger issues get angry. And they usually don't even matter. They most of the time are things that are not meant with bad intentions. People that are your friends and your family, if they're trying to do something for you and you get angry even after they apologize for messing up, then you're overreacting and you're being angry for no reason. And so this is just me letting the people who have this issue know that don't make excuses. You need to admit that you have a problem and you need to figure out a way to solve that problem. For me, whenever something that bothers me is occurring, just talk. I always find it better to go up to the person and ask them and have a conversation with them. And then really it just all dissolves back to just a normal day and nothing horrible happened. Now, when they're doing a favor for me and, they mess up and it definitely annoyed me, that's all it was, an annoyance. Because I wanted something and unfortunately they messed up. But that's all it was, a mistake. Move on. Don't let that ruin your day. Don't let that be something that causes you to get angry. It's dumb for you to get angry over something like that. But again, try to find your solution. Go to therapy. Go work out. Go take a walk and bask in the rays of sunshine, because it's better for you to control your anger than let it control you. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I'm grateful that you took the time to watch this video. Oh, and one thing that I forgot to mention in the previous video, because I'm a fucking moron, is to subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. Please like, share, and comment on this video. Let me know what you thought, and also let me know what I can do to improve. I would like to make more videos, and I hope to upload another video this week. So stay tuned and let your notifications on. Thanks again for watching, and keep being awesome.